Start question, sir.
Start.
Good afternoon, all present here. So, me and my group are here to explain topic creativity. Through creativity, we gonna discuss about what is creative persona is and the forms of creativity. So, from my side, I will explain that creativity. What is creativity is in link to the creative persona.
Okay.
So, in relation to creative persona, we have to first understood what is term creativity is. So the creativity is a produce idea, solution, which is both original and valuable with a particular context. By nature, creativity is insightful, imaginative, and create new knowledge. Create new knowledge means with the help of existing knowledge, a creative person generates new form of idea. The imagination is vastly visualization, which is beyond our real perspective. Next is insightfulness. Insightfulness means the step-by-step reasoning ability. Without step-by-step reasoning ability, we understand the situation. So the final point is the creative persona. So the creative persona is a creative person refers to the pattern of thinking, behavior, and ability through which an individual generates original, meaningful, and useful ideas. So that's all about my today's topic. The discussion will be continued by Mr. Kamna.
Hello everyone, so today I'm going to give a small presentation on creative persona. So the first point is self-discipline. A teacher must be honest, transparent and confident in the class. A teacher must have ethical knowledge and good values. These qualities help a person control their actions and stay focused.
Class.
A teacher don't need to copy from others. They can use their own understanding or they can take help from books. So the next point is adaptability. So Dia, can you tell me something about adaptability?
Can you please explain?
Please explain. Okay, explain. Adaptability. So the next point is adaptability. A teacher must know how to adjust themselves in various situations and circumstances. Collecting various information through discussion, demonstration, and observation. A teacher must be
One question. How adaptability can be linked to creativity?
So how adaptability
Is linked to creativity.
So if a teacher cannot adapt himself in the classroom situations, it cannot be a proper creativity. A teacher must be flexible while working with limited resources or data. So the next point is curiosity. A teacher must have a strong desire to know and learn new things. Thinking deeply and asking questions. A teacher must know how to actively collect information and exploring ideas. Thank you.
Right? These are linked to creativity. How can you arouse curiosity among the learners in terms of creativity? Through what mechanism?
Second, explain the question.
Huh? How can you arouse creativity among the learners? We have shown it. You should tell. How? Move to the first line. Move to first line. First line. Show the slide. Move. Here is their answer. See.
So the knowledge must be insightful, imaginative, and
Yes, this is the answer. Done.
বললাম স্যার স্যার আমি তো বললামই
Discuss about the communication. So, first point is shares ideas clearly with others. A creative person will always share ideas with others to know from which part they are lacking. The second point is listens to different viewpoints. A creative person is the one who will listen to different viewpoints. For example, I am doing something. I will always listen to others if I am lacking anything. Ask question to gain deeper. So a creative person is the one who will always ask question. For example, a student who invent a scientific things. So he will ask his fellow mates about his project, and he will ask if it is wrong or right. And the core one is understanding expression, thoughts through speaking, writing, art, etc. A creative person is the one who will always learn new things. He will write something new, creativity. 5. Participates in discussion and group work. So a creative person is the one who will always participate in new things, so that his ideas and his thinking will be longer stay. Explain new ideas confidently. A creative person is the one who will always confident, and he or she will always clears their ideas confidently. He will be a public speaking. Collaborate to build better solutions. A creative person is the one who will always collaborate in the group project. For example, there is 5 person in a group. So a creative person, the 4 are fellows. So creative person is the one who will always support their fellow mates, and he or she will always clearly says their ideas. Uses communication to turn ideas into actions. A creative person is the one who will always turn ideas into new innovation. Is this clear, everyone? Okay. Anyone tell the meaning of exploration? Someone? Tell. Okay, can anyone tell exploration?
Try new things.
Yes, try new things. So a creative person will always try to do new things. For example, he will create something out of the trash. Okay. So first one is search for new information. A creative person will search new information. Observe surrounding carefully. So a creative person will always observe surrounding very carefully, and he will notice small points. Experience with materials and ideas. So a creative person will always experiment with ideas and materials carefully for the better solution. Okay. So a creative person will always ask what if and why. Can anyone imagine that what if the art will not there? What if there is another planet where life exists? This is the thing where creative person always think. Okay. Tries different possibilities before deciding. A creative person will always tries to think differently before finding solution. Learns through discovery. A creative person will always discover new things. So investigates problem deeply. A creative person will always investigate in the problem deeply and analyze the solution. Connects ideas from different subjects. For example, a creative person will collect things from different subjects. For example, they can take the help of different subjects. For example, geography is there, English is there. Enjoy learning beyond textbooks. A creative person will not limit in the textbook. He will always think beyond the textbook. Okay? Now I will ask a question. For example, our university, there is a plant, right? So there is scarcity of water. So can you tell me a creative idea of how we can make something out of plastics, and we can help the trees? Yes, we can make something from plastic bottles. Okay. Have anyone any question? Do you have any questions? No? Okay, thank you everyone. What do you mean by risk taking?
Taking risk.
Panutadi, can you tell? Okay. So risk taking is a very important thing for a creative person. Have you heard the quote that failures makes you a successful person? Failure is the pillar of success. This is the one. Without taking risks, a person can never be creative. Okay. So a creative person is the one who is not afraid of making mistakes. We all are human beings. We all make mistakes. So a creative person will not be afraid of making mistakes. Tries new method or approach. A creative person is the one who will create something new. Who will not be limit. He will always be limitless. So he will build methods or ideas or new approaches. Steps out of the comfort zone. So as I already mentioned, a creative person will always steps out from the comfort zone. A person who is in the comfort zone can never be creative. So challenges traditional ideas. So a creative person will always challenge traditional ideas. He will challenge stereotypical rules and regulations. Experience with unusual solutions.
Hey.
So a creative person will always be focus oriented. He will always experiment with new things. Make decision even in uncertainty. So he will make decision when the solution is not clear. Dares to think differently from others. A creative person differs from others because he thinks logically and systematically. He thinks creatively. So is this clear, everyone? Yes.
Welcome everyone. I'm Shruti. Now I am here to present the part the nature of creativity. The nature of creativity refers to the ability of our human mind to think in a new, original and meaningful way. So first, nature of creativity is insightful. Insightful creativity means certain understanding. It involves a quick and clear solution to a problem. It also when ideas come out suddenly, then we find a new solution. Then it helps to solving problems in a new way. Like for example, when Isaac Newton saw the apple falls from a tree, so he suddenly realized that the force causing on that apple is also everything. It also controls the power that the movements of our moons and planets. So this is the example of insightful creativity. Next one is imagination. The imagination is the ability to think beyond our reality. It helps to form new ideas throughout in our mind. A person imagines new situations, objects, and new solutions. It is so important in art, stories, and new innovations or inventions. Next, knowledge creation. Knowledge creation means developing our new knowledges throughout our creativity. New ideas are created throughout new experiences, our thinking. Creativity helps to discovering new methods and experiences. It involves learning and understanding. Like for example, during our COVID-19 pandemic situations, the lots of doctors and scientists are also seeing so many patients. They share our new experiences throughout their journey. They see so many patients. In these cases, the scientists and doctors see that they can gain new knowledges throughout their experiences. They can solution that how these virus spread, how the vaccines can protect ourselves from this virus. So this is the example of knowledge creation. That's it. The next topic is discussing by
about two another factors of not factors, the natures of creativity, which is experimented facts, and second one is examination of evidence. Okay, now creativity is not just an imagination or fantasy. We can imagine and fantasy. This is not creativity. Creativity is all about practice and scientific. Okay. So, you can see, as we are human beings, we can think about new ideas daily. Yes or not? We think about new ideas daily. Okay. So, can we say all ideas are useful or meaningful? All ideas are useful? Yes or no? No. Because all ideas are not useful or meaningful. Here it tells an idea becomes creative and meaningful when it is tested through experiment or practice. Okay, this means if you think about an idea, you have to first examine it. Okay, you have to test it. So, creativity actually depends on what? Reliable knowledge. Okay, do you know what is reliable knowledge? Anyone? What is reliable knowledge? What do you mean by the term reliable? Reliable means
Trusted.
which is trusted or valid. Okay. So, reliable knowledge means when an information becomes tested and examined and it is written in a documented form. Okay, it is written in a documented form, then this information is called as reliable knowledge. From this information we can get a reliable knowledge. Okay, so for example, a student thinks that studying with music improves memory. In our childhood, okay, listen. In our childhood, we do mathematics using our headphones and listening our music, right or not? Have you ever experienced this?
Yes. Right.
So, this idea is creative, but it must be examined. Okay, it must be examined and tested, and you have to record it. If this idea is valid, okay, then we call it a what? Reliable knowledge. Okay, so then this becomes a creativity. Which one? This studying with music improves our memory. Okay, so this form includes that creativity is equal to new ideas plus experiment plus proof. If you not experimenting and you not get any proof, then this idea is not what? Creativity. Yes or wrong?
Yes.
Right or wrong?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Next question. Examination of the evidence. So, examination of the evidence tells creativity involves careful checking facts and evidence before accepting an idea. Okay. As Tolmoy and Critical told that creative persona, the characteristic of creative persona, what one? Risk taking, curiosity, adaptability, then exploration and self-discipline. Okay, and then communication. These are the characteristics of a creative persona. So, if you are a creative person, can you, and I will give you an idea, can you accept it? As I discussed about in the previous point that creativity involves with what? Reliable knowledge. If you are a now creative person, can you accept any idea? Yes or not?
No.
Yes or no? Yes. You will expect. You will accept any idea.
No.
So what we do before accepting an idea?
We analyze the scan.
Yes, we analyze and scan. Means we have to checking the fact and the evidence. Then we will accept this idea. Okay. So for example, earlier people think that the earth is flat. This is an old idea, okay? But it is not reliable because no one go to the space and check the earth is flat. This is a what? What?
Illusion.
Not illusion. This is like a customs. They will emit it, okay? So what our now our scientists, what I can say? So our scientist has re-examined it, okay, and proven it that the earth is not flat. This is round, and it is a real proof. With proof, they checked the evidence, the previous idea, then they tested it, and they show the result. And it is also happens what for creative thinking and not. So শেষ করে নিন ধরো না।
এই মোবাইল হিট হয়েছে তাড়াতাড়ি কর।
Improvisation of knowledge. So have you understand? Any doubt?
No আয়ো।
Okay, thank you.
এবার কার রে?
Essence creativity. This creativity that comes from our inner thoughts, our feelings, imaginations, and personal ideas. For example, thinking deeply about life, imagining a new world or story, reflecting on your dreams and goals, and seeing beauty in a simple things. Next one is expressive creativity. This creativity that when we express our ideas, thoughts, or feelings in a visual or in a audible way. For example, painting or drawing, singing, dancing, and designing clothes or decorations, etc. Next one is entrepreneurial creativity. This creativity that using ideas. This creativity that we use ideas to solve problems or create opportunities, especially in business. For example, starting a new business with a unique idea, creating a new app that solves a problem, finding a smarter way to sell a product, and marketing something in a new way. Thank you.
Everyone, now I am going to present the rest of the forms of the creativity. So fourth one is elaborative creativity. Elaborative creativity means developing and expanding original ideas in details. It improves ideas by modifying and adding new elements. For example, a student writes a simple story. Later, she adds description, then dialogues, emotions to make it more interesting. This is elaborative creativity. Then fifth one is existential creativity. Existential creativity is concerned with self-development and self-actualization. So then it is about inner growth and transformation. It is connected with peak experiences like joy, love, beauty, and truthfulness. For example, a person learns from life experience and become more confident, positive, and creative in thinking. Then comes to the empowerment creativity. Empowerment creativity is the last one. Creativity focuses on improving the lives of the people, especially those who are in the underprivileged. So it aims to bring social changes and development. It can be achieved through education, health, leadership, and collective actions. For example, a teacher starts free evening classes for the poor students to make their future brighter. This is called empowerment creativity. Thank you.
Today I am going to discuss about impact creativity. Okay. Impact creativity. First number point is First number point is replication, and second number point is redefinition, and third number point is forward incrementation, and fourth number point is advanced incrementation, and fifth number point is redirection. Replications means doing something similar, what's been done before, but with a fresh twist. Okay, it is a keep the real shape of the real idea. Second number point is redefinition. Redefinition means changing the way we look at things, giving them a new meaning. It is a original idea and creativeness and trial and error process. Third number point is forward incrementation. Forward incrementation means building upon an existing idea and making gradual improvements. Fourth number point is advanced incrementation. Advanced incrementation means taking existing idea and significantly improves them. It is a developing for models and quantity approach and quality approach and creative idea. Redirection means changing directions entirely and exploring new possibilities. It is if we follow one direction a long time and thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So now I am going to discuss about another impacts of reconstruction, impacts of reinitiation, and impacts of integration. So first of all, let me come about the impacts of reconstruction. So what is reconstruction? Reconstruction means reshaping or reorganizing our existing knowledge into our newer understanding. The impacts of reconstruction are: creation enables learners to interpret previous concepts to new perspectives. And the second one is students modify earlier misconception about the previous topic into and rebuild a new knowledge structure. The third one is encourages reflective thinking, leading to deeper conceptual understanding. And the fourth one is it helps learners to connect theory with real life perceptions. The example of reconstruction are if a student make a project on photosynthesis, then he will reconstruct textbook knowledge into practical understanding. The next one is reinitiation. So what is reinitiation? Reinitiation refers to restarting learning with renewed interest, motivation or purpose. The impact of reinitiation are creative activities reduce monotony to revive learner interest. And the second one is learners become self-motivated to explore concepts independently. And it encourages curiosity, experimentation and active participation. The fourth one is it supports lifelong learning attitudes. The example of the initiation are if a student play a role in a drama related to social science, then he will regain enthusiasm about the topic that he finds difficult to understand. The next one.